What's up, everybody? So we're back out in the shop with another daily vlog. Now in this episode we got to get a lot knocked out, so I'm just going to kind of film the highlights of what we've got going on, set up a camera on a tripod, do the things. We got to cut out some stuff, forge some stuff, do some things. It's like 30 degrees outside right now, which is perfectly fine for me because I got to get some forging done, so I'll be warm by default, but we got to get things knocked out. Let's go ahead, let's jump into it. Well guys, we have progressed to the next step within these EDCs, and I'm going to kind of break down my thought process behind them and just tell you why I made some of the decisions that I did within these particular EDCs. Now, I've got 3 different types of steel. Of course, we have the 26C3, we've got the 1080s, and then we've got the EDC RV2s. So they're slightly different thicknesses. The ones that are most similar in thickness are going to be the 1080 and the 26C3. Those are about 3/16 of an inch. And then the EDC RV2s are about 1/4 of an inch, just under that. So I'm just going through the process to see what thickness I like, what material I like most for the EDCs, and then I'll probably do that moving forward. I do like doing different types of them so that people can kind of choose whether they want a 26C3 with a hamon, because that's what's going to end up going on these. These are both going to have hamons on them. And then you're going to have the 1080, you're going to have the EDC RV2, slightly different thickness, and I think it's going to give a little bit of a variety while still going with a very similar profile. And the ones that, of course, the 1080 and the EDC RV2, those were forged profile with slight grinding just to clean them up. And then these were stock removal. So the 26C3s. Could I have forged them? Yes, but I like the 26C3 exactly how it comes. And those are more of my stock removal type knives are going to be my 26C3s. But, of course, the EDC RV2, the 1080, those, of course, were forged. Now, I think through a lot of different things whenever I come up with a profile for an EDC. I want it to be simple. I want it to have a simple cutting edge. I want it to have a nice, comfortable handle that, again, is simple. And I don't want it to be super complicated. You'll have some EDCs that are more fancy than they are dedicated tool style. And I want them to be dedicated tool styles. Plus, they're all going to have little lanyards on them, a little bit of paracord, things like that. You never know when you're going to need paracord. With the snake knots and everything, it's going to be just a good, comfortable knife, jimping on the spine on all of them. And I think it's just going to be a good, just EDC. So that's the goal with these. Now, I do have some people that ask me why I don't put, like 10 relief holes in the tang to lighten them. I don't like doing that. I don't like Swiss cheesing my tangs. That's enough holes for me. Of course, there's just going to be a lanyard tube in this one and a regular pin in this one. These are just weight-saving holes for epoxy to go through. A lot of the times what I typically do is I grind a fuller into the tang. These aren't really big enough for the size of contact wheels that I have because I don't have a small wheel attachment. So I'm not grinding a fuller in them. I just went ahead, took a little bit of weight out to counteract the amount of weight that I'm going to take out whenever I grind the bevels. So whenever you grind the bevels, I wanted to take some material out here so that the weight's pretty balanced. The scales don't weigh hardly anything compared to the actual steel. So I think it should balance out real well, but we'll find out whenever I actually mess around with them and test them. But again, I'm not a big fan of the Swiss cheese tangs. If you do that, that's good. Do your thing. That's all you. For me, I just like to lighten them up a little bit and call it done. But with these, I think they're going to be good EDCs. I think it's going to be something that's going to look good, and I think it's going to work for what I need it to do. So, yeah, we're going to go from there. Now, if you're wondering about the build that I was going to be working on for the Shop Talk Tuesday episode, I'm still working on that. I'm just putting in more effort than I thought I was going to make it look as cool as possible, because there's not a big flashy handle on it. There's not a whole bunch of stuff going on. There's not layers and liners and all that stuff. I want to make sure it's as clean as possible, that it looks cool, and that the overall build makes sense to y'all. So I'm going to have that in next week's Shop Talk Tuesday. I was thinking about kind of blending it in to the actual daily vlogs, but I want that to be a dedicated episode so that you can see how it transitions from how we forged it to how it's going to look. So hopefully y'all agree with me on that. But guys, in the next episode for these right here, we are going to be grinding them and heat treating them. We got to get a lot of that stuff done. I'm going to be focusing on that today, which will be tomorrow's daily vlog. Hopefully y'all enjoy that. Hopefully y'all are enjoying these. If you are, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Y'all have an amazing day. Y'all stay safe out there. And I will catch y'all next time.